Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Nvidia reached an all-time high today, and it briefly hit $4 trillion worth of market cap, more than any other company, pulled back just a little bit from there. But man, that is pretty crazy, isn't it? Just take a look at the chart. Just such a massive, strong move up 80-some% in the last 2.5 months. Here's what concerns me. Nvidia has a 52.5 PE ratio. That's pretty expensive. That would require Nvidia to continue growing at a faster and faster clip going forward for a long time. The price to book ratio is 46.5. Also very high. Now, the good thing is the current ratio means they have a lot of liquidity. They're selling a lot of stuff, so they're flush with cash. But what makes Nvidia's business tick? Well, they are the best at designing and then selling these chips that work great for AI. The question is, do they have enough of what Warren Buffett calls a moat? A moat is something that protects it from competition, just like a moat around a castle, right? That's where it comes from. Can anybody else come and compete with Nvidia? So far, no. They're the top dog. They're the ones, they design the best chips. Now, they don't make them, of course. They're a no fab company, but they design them and they sell them. So I guess my question is this. What if somebody could make a better chip that works better and specifically uses less energy? Now let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if you are aware of this. My younger kids filled me in on this a while ago, that AI uses a crap ton of energy. It's bad for the environment. Now, I care about the environment as much as the next guy. Who knows? Maybe even more. But you know what? It's a very useful tool, and so I still use AI every day. I need to, just like I drive my car, which is maybe also bad for the environment, right? But these are tools that people need. If someone designed a chip that uses substantially less energy, there's a preference there, like a make the world better preference for sure, but also a cost preference. Because if it costs you so much to build gigantic, server farms or whatever to offer AI, if you're one of these big companies like Microsoft or something like that, if you could build a much smaller one that uses so much less power, you're going to do that. And we learned about 6 months ago or something like that China actually created such chip. Now, there's this whole thing with China and the US and sharing AI stuff and sharing chips and all that kind of business. So maybe the Chinese chip isn't really competition. But if somebody else can figure it out before Nvidia does, they could have some competition. Another thing about AI that kind of concerns me is, as much as they're making great progress through it, when I talk to really smart people that I know in tech, in computers, who have their hands in AI, even they don't really know what it's going to be. I mean, right now, it helps. It's a lot better than a search engine. It gets me better information. I can ask it questions more easily. It can draw images. But where does it ultimately lead to? We don't know that now, And so where does that leave us in the short term until we do get some visibility on more viable products based on AI? How much longer can Nvidia continue this clip of growth? So these are some things that I've been thinking about. I hope you find them interesting. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.